Menage.
Bro, all the girls in the playground was fucking. That shit was crazy, bro.
Because, French is the language of love.
100. 100.
That's the only thing he could say, though, right?
That was all he could say. That's all you could say. That's all you could say. You remember D was getting his ass about that.
But what's good, people? It's your boy, Macky OMO, here with Johnny B, the Bonanza, the Barber, the Bonanza, you feel me? And we got a ghost here. Oh, he's not a ghost, he's real.
Dean Phantom? Dean Phantom?
It's Dean Augustus, Dean August, Dean Angelo, Dean Forever for you. You feel me?
For you, for us, for all.
For the family. You feel me? And we are the Paradise Podcast. What is going on?
Yeah, Paradise in your mind.
Wow, I actually heard that drop.
Yeah, we back with the drops, baby.
I think I'm supposed to be a Q. And you got
What are we waiting for?
What's good, people? How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
I gotta be hyped, bro. I'm fucking exhausted.
I hear it, bro. I'm high right now. Super wavy.
He said, I feel you, bro.
Melting in my
Oh no.
Melting on my side.
Oh man, but there has been a lot of shit that happened this week. So let's just dive right into it. I promise this one will be
run
a
the
shorter
topics?
episode than the usual hour and 30 minutes that we usually give y'all.
Though you mean the 2-hour draws?
Yeah, basically, bro. I don't, like I said, there's a lot of shit happened, but a lot of shit didn't happen, if that makes sense. Like, information was given, we were told things
that were announced with no info. Yeah, you're right.
So there's not really too much. That's too dark. I'm black. There's not too much to talk about this. But I mean,
so what do you want to start with?
We can start with the Dragon Ball Super movie, I guess, because we could just get that out of the way. Nothing. They just told us that there's a movie coming out. How do you guys feel?
You can see how John is feeling. Obviously, how it's for his Dragon Ball.
Yeah, we knew there was going to be more Dragon Ball. We just didn't know if they were going to give us, the continuation of Dragon Ball Super, or we was getting another movie. And movie it is.
So
what is this looking like?
Dragon Ball Super, the last season was what, like 2019 when it ended?
Well, the end of the last season of Dragon Ball Super isn't like the last part of the story. Like, it continues if you watch Broly. Remember, they released the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, and that happens after the events of Dragon Ball Super.
And
so
that
this
came out in 2019.
I believe so.
Okay. So
yeah, it was pre-pandemic, so it had to be 2019.
Okay, so we're saying the same thing. The last Dragon Ball Super anything was in 2019. Right?
Okay, yes.
Did we get a trailer for this? Do you know if we got a trailer?
Just the announcement and the concept art. And the character designs, that one of them is 100% Toriyama drew this new character.
We did get some character designs.
Yeah.
That is very true. We did.
And confirmation that Toriyama's basically doing the story himself.
Which is good.
Yes, which is good. He did that for Broly, and we got a really good Broly movie.
Yeah. Right. There was a lot of fighting. As soon as niggas touched the ice, they were fucking scrapping, bro.
Yo,
Broly
it was
seen Goku's orange jumpsuit, and he said, gotta beat that motherfucker up.
He said, this nigga's too fresh. I eat it, bro. He said, and he brought his gang them with him, but you was there on the side. And he brought gang in them. It's over.
It's over. It's over. Okay. So by the end of this episode, I'm gonna probably go on a rant about people giving announcements but giving no information is fucking useless. But I digress.
I mean, it keeps people interested.
No, fuck them.
It makes people talk for a while.
Show me something. But I digress. The next thing I have on the list is Micheal B Jordan is going to be Superman.
Yeah, we were speculating about that a while back.
Yeah, because I mean, we were thinking that he was gonna be like the regular Superman, but just black. And I'd be like, that's weird.
That's what I was trying to tell you, that I think they would go that other route, make him that character and not Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
Well, yeah. So they're making him like a side character almost? Not a side character, but like a sub-Superman?
No, there's like another version of Superman.
You know how Marvel has like the multiverse?
Yeah, yeah.
In DC, they have the same thing, but the difference, I don't know too much about Marvel's multiverse, but I know with DC's multiverse, in different universes, there are different Spider-Man. There are different like Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, all this stuff. They will be in another universe. They just may have a different name. So this Superman that he is actually black in the comic books, and he was the president of the United States at the time.
I think this might be the one where this version of this Superman is technically Clark Kent's cousin. So
he's black.
Something like that. So like a lot of the super people that appear in the DC comics are all related to him somehow, some way. Like Supergirl is also his cousin. Like there's supposedly other Kryptonians that survived what happened to Krypton, and it's different. These are all like extra stories that they've written. Like, and I don't read anything DC. I don't know how canon anything is.
So to be from the planet of Krypton, you have to be Superman's cousin.
No, just the characters that they've introduced. The characters that they've given us have just all coincidentally been related to Clark.
That's not true. Superboy is a clone of Superman. He's not related to Superman.
He basically is him.
A clone.
That's not.
That's Clark.
It's not
Jr.
relation, but
that's not related. Yeah, they're not related. They're the same person. Because he's a clone of. Yeah.
No, I guess you would consider a clone of me, my brother, but you would consider him a clone.
Yeah, he's you, just younger.
Younger.
Oh.
So yeah, man.
I don't know the details to that, but yeah, Black Superman sounds cool. I don't know how Micheal B Jordan's going to be in the role.
That's enough. Because not the biggest Micheal B Jordan fan. I don't think that he's a great actor, but you know what? If they want to give a black man a lead act in a movie, who am I to say no? Let him do that shit. Let him do that.
I don't think it'll be terrible.
I don't
think it'll be terrible.
It's Superman, so I mean,
it all depends on who's directing. As long as they keep that shit.
Every single Superman movie I have ever
leaves
seen
away from Zack Snyder.
Hey,
every Superman movie sucks, bro.
They got to keep it away from Zack Snyder, and I think it'll be just fine.
Superman.
I don't think I ever watched a Superman.
My least favorite superhero of all time, bro. There's nothing.
There's nothing
Superman
appealing
is
about
white supremacy, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I said it.
Superman is white supremacy.
Superman is the epitome of white supremacy.
He might as well put the flag on his back.
I'm gonna come back next week. Huh?
He might as well put the flag on his back. Fuck his cape.
Bro, all he gotta do is put a W on top of the S. WS, white supremacy. Look at it.
Oh right my god.
Okay.
Yo. So since we're obviously I was gonna say, since we're obviously done with the Superman topic,
I'm gonna come back with more next week and give you an in-depth on why he is.
Okay.
But he is. I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
That guy is. He is. That's all I really had. There's something else that happened. The Japanese voice actor for, I don't remember his name, but he's in Jujutsu Kaisen. The main character's best friend, not really his best friend, but best friend. That buff dude, I don't remember his name.
I know what you're talking about.
But the voice actor was accused of sexual harassment. So we do not condone that here.
No.
At Paradise.
Yeah, Paradise.
On him.
There's no
Get him
harassment.
out of there. Thank God I don't watch sub. Thank God.
That's mad funny.
Let's put him in sensitivity training because that's how they do. You know me?
What about the other voice actor?
Who?
God rest her soul, Muriel.
Yeah, I'm about to mention that one too. Yeah, I just want to finish this, but there's like I said, I don't have too much information or too much to talk about on this one because
it's all good.
It's something that should not happen ever to anyone, women or man. No one should feel like they're scared or they're uncomfortable in a workplace or in any space, especially a workspace. So yeah, fuck that guy. R.I.P. to the voice actor of Muriel. I do not know her real name. Let me get it. Or does anybody know it?
Nah.
I know her last name is White. Tabitha White or something like that.
No one's gonna help me out?
I'm looking for it.
Oh.
It's Thea White.
Thea White?
Thea White.
So let's rest in peace to Thea White. She was 81, I believe, years old when she passed. So let's do a moment of silence, a 30-second moment of silence for her because there are people here, me and Dean included, that we grew up. I mean, John as well, too. We all grew up watching Courage the Cowardly Dog. So to hear that she had passed, first of all, to hear that she was 81 was crazy. Time really be flying. But to hear that she passed, it definitely put me in a stink because literally 2 days before, Dean told me to watch an episode of, or it wasn't 2 days, but maybe earlier in the week, he told me to watch an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog because he saw something funny in it. And by the weekend, she passed away. So big RIP. We can give her like a 30-second moment of silence. $30 seconds is a long time.
I was just about to say 30 seconds is a really long time.
30 seconds is a long time when you're silent. You feel me? Big RIP to her. I want to jump back on Micheal B Jordan. This is a message to you, sir.
Oh boy, here we go.
A message to Mike.
Do not. Why are we going back to Micheal B Jordan?
Because, bro, Static Shock. If you do not start something with this Static Shock shit, this is why I don't like announcements without something in the works.
Yeah, but there could be other factors involved. It's not just because they don't feel like doing it.
Don't give me the announcement. That's what I'm saying.
They want you to look forward to it.
Yeah, but shit like that has happened before. We look forward to it, and then it either never comes out or it's trash. Never coming out. I'm talking about Nintendo.
I got an example for you real quick though. Let's say if we didn't do the pre-announcement thing, let's talk about that Sonic situation. No. If we didn't get that pre-announcement, we would have got that fucking movie.
But see, the difference is, right?
That was the trailer.
That was the trailer that they showed us. That's the difference. You know what I mean?
That was
having an announcement and having an announcement and a trailer.
That was the official trailer before the internet ragged on it.
But they had announced it. But we knew that the movie was coming before they gave us the trailer. Everybody was looking forward to the trailer. So when it came out and Sonic looked like that, everybody was waiting. Everybody said, wait, hold up.
Everybody was looking forward to the trailer.
We got the trailer and we got some blue weasel hiding in somebody's shed.
No, I mean, it's not the... Yes, okay. My only thing is, right,
when video games do announcements like that nowadays, too.
Who?
The video games do announcements like that nowadays. Just look at the announcement for Dead Space. Dead Space got announced. There's a remake for Dead Space that got announced, which is an EA game. It's like a shooter. It takes place. You're an astronaut in outer space. And then what you call it? When they announced the sequel to The Outer Worlds, it was basically just an animation just for the fuck of it, because they were just saying, hey, we're working on the Outer Worlds too. We'll let you know how that goes. That was it.
I don't know.
So they do it in games too.
Yeah, but I don't like that. That's my point. I don't like an announcement about an announcement. Like, that's dumb to me. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, just not you can announce it, but at least announce it with like a picture or a drawing, like how the Dragon Ball Super was, right? He announced it and then he gave us something. I prefer that instead of you just saying, yeah. That's like a nigga on the corner saying, like, yeah, I'm here. Okay, nigga, what the fuck are you doing here? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's like, thank you for being here. Now, what the fuck are you doing here, bro? Don't just tell me, yo, I'm here. Like, that's like you fucking. I don't even know what else. I can't think of any more metaphors, bro.
I mean, people make announcements like that, you know,
same thing.
Hopes of getting momentum, you know, getting people interested. Sometimes if it's something that belongs to a bigger franchise, when you announce something, people go back and consume the older shit while they're waiting for new shit to come out. So if it's a remake of an older game, they go back and they play the older games. Sometimes they're buying them digitally, which is revenue for the company. Sometimes they're going back and, you know, like there's different things. When new movies are coming out, you go back and you watch all 9 Fast and the Furious before Fast and the Furious 10 comes out. You know, like
that's a fucking.
Yeah, you got a lot of time.
I'm just saying people do that.
I know.
I'm not saying we do that, but people do that. You know, like when a new Marvel movie comes out, everybody's like, oh my God, I need to watch all of these Marvel movies before the next Avengers comes out.
Son, I'm not watching Thor. I'm not watching the first Captain America.
But you already got all of the story though, so you're fine. Yeah. It's not like you specifically need to. You're fine.
I understand what you're saying because you're talking for everyone else, but I right now am being selfish and I'm talking only for me. I don't want an announcement about an announcement. It is dumb, bro. It's dumb. It does not make any sense. What is the point of you telling me that you're here if you're not going to give me any? So I can now put more money in your pocket by going back to the old shit?
Yeah, basically.
Fuck you.
Wait. I got some fire coming out, but you're going to have to wait.
Nah.
That's it. That's what it is.
That's why niggas.
I got fire coming, but you got to wait.
But that's why niggas have been killing Drake. Because
Certified Lover Boy has
told us it has been over a year that this nigga said that the album is coming out.
No, he said January. He said January.
He said he had a date before that. He said December.
Rumors for December, and then the official announcement was January. So yes, it is definitely coming out January. Then what I think happened
August 1st
was somebody told me that they were like, so it's August. Somebody told me that like songs had leaked, like Drake songs in general had leaked, and the speculation was that they were from that album. And that since the reception for the leak was very poor, that he decided to just go back to the drawing board and just basically do the album all over again, which could be the explanation as to why he pushed it back 8 months.
8 months of work. Yeah, that seems about right.
That's the only logical explanation that I would. I mean, unless he really, really, really is just only waiting for the freaking shit to die down at the border between U.S. and Canada, so that way he could tour.
Wait a minute, didn't Kanye have an album dropping?
What? Yeah.
What happened to that?
Exactly. This is not a music podcast.
It's coming soon, supposedly.
Sorry, you think they're on the same type of time? Niggas trying to drop on each other dates.
No,
I feel like
I think
Drake wants to go after Kanye.
No, he's gonna try to drop on the same day as Kanye.
Just to see who can do what.
No, because he just likes bothering Kanye. I'm dead ass. He's gonna drop on the same day as Kanye.
Just to fuck with him.
Just to fuck with Kanye. They don't fuck with each other. Or at least
they still beefing
anymore.
Drake don't fuck with Kanye no more.
Yeah, not that they're beefing, but you know, they're just not the best of friends.
They still have I could have sworn I seen something recently about the squab and the squash.
So back to
it's not a music podcast.
It's not a music podcast.
Today is National Spider-Man Day.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fine.
Today is
you should have do a mask on or something, John.
Oh yeah, because I have a shit ton of Spider-Man masks in my house.
What else did you mention?
I just got this new Miles Morales one in the other
day. As this is National Spider-Man Day, let's have a discussion on who was the best Spider-Man. And I'm including Miles Morales in this as well.
Were you talking about actors?
I'm talking about best Spider-Man.
Best version of Spider-Man.
We can say
period.
Tobey Maguire, Andrew, whatever his last name is, Tom
Actors?
Holland. Yeah, every Spider-Man. We can see who is the best Spider-Man. First, let's see who's the best Peter Parker.
I'm sticking to the classic, my man.
You're gonna go with Tobey Maguire?
I thought he was
old Spider-Man.
70-year-old Spider-Man? Yeah, I mean, bro, I feel like he sold it really well.
He was an old man playing Spider-Man, bro.
He was in high school, nigga. He sold it, motherfucker. That's all that matters.
Son, did you see the new Spider-Man that just came out? Like the ones that just came out?
Tom Holland, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen them, bro.
And you, after seeing that, you still think that Tobey Maguire is the... Nah, you're crazy, bro.
I wasn't impressed, bro.
I'm nostalgic for the Tobey Maguire. I'm nostalgic for the Tobey Maguire series, but I actually enjoyed the Andrew Garfield series the best out of all three. I think Tom Holland plays the best Peter Parker that we know, right? Like he kind of hits the teenage Peter Parker on the nose. But I think when it came to like thematically, the films that I enjoyed the most were both Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man Far From Home. I didn't like I didn't like the plot for the movie. Like the way they chose to do Peter's character development in that film. I felt like it was a slow drag. And I felt like it was like a teenage high school love story and not necessarily like a version of Peter Parker that had, fought Thanos' army in space, got dusted, came back to life, saw his mentor die before his very eyes, and then went back to school. Was just like, I got this crush on this girl.
I'm not gonna let you do that because the whole Tony gave him the glasses. He gave away the glasses and then got them back,
which I thought was also stupid. Right there. Which I thought was also stupid because the way they made it seem like, I don't know, like his character in the beginning wouldn't have done something like that. I felt like they wrote that.
That's not true. He
for
would have
plot convenience.
Not to cut you off, but that's only because he had Iron Man in the first movie. He no longer had Iron Man. He was by himself, dolo. So yeah, he's gonna have doubts. That makes sense to me. Like if you had a mentor he basically built the suit for you, helped you train, brought you on to the Avengers, and now it's gone. You think that you're gonna be able to be the same person after your mentor is gone? Nah, you're definitely gonna go through the motions. You're not gonna want to be Spider-Man. He didn't even really want to be Spider-Man. Like he wasn't gonna bring his suit. Aunt May snuck it in the bag for him. And he almost got caught at the TSA.
Yeah, they always have those moments in Peter's life where he doesn't want to be, Spider-Man anymore. I felt like that conflict was portrayed better in Spider-Man 2 from Tobey Maguire's series.
When he didn't want to be Spider-Man?
Where he didn't want to be Spider-Man anymore, and he was actually depressed, and it was affecting his relationship with Mary Jane and his relationship with Aunt May, and he was just, like everything was just kind of overbearing for him, and he wanted to walk away from the superhero life because his personal life was suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like the character development was just a little bit different because it happens at an older part of Peter Parker's life. Like he had already moved out of Aunt May's house. He was living on his own in Manhattan, swinging out of the balcony sized windows that he had. So it's a different Peter Parker. But I don't know. I just didn't like the tone and the feeling of Far From Home specifically. I liked Homecoming with the Vulture, and Michael Keaton played an awesome villain in that movie. And that movie, I thought,
so you
was
didn't
done
think that
really,
Jake
really well.
Gyllenhaal played a good
Jake Gyllenhaal.
he
I feel like he played.
What was he? Mysterio.
Mysterio. I mean, his acting is good, but I just didn't like the character too much. Like, I also thought like the whole motivation of I'm a piece of shit because Tony Stark fucking ruined my life. Like, we saw that already. That was Iron Man.
But that's
2.
the point.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, how many times are we going back to Tony's?
You can't do that. You can't do that because the whole point of the Marvel universe is because of Tony Stark.
Yes,
his family has literally destroyed the universe. His family was the reason why, and I mean, this is after that shit, but his family is the reason why Wanda no longer has parents. His family was the reason why he was the reason why Ultron was created and almost destroyed the world. And that Wanda lost her brother. So it's like, yeah, Tony Stark, unfortunately, is the reason why a lot of shit is happening in the MCU.
Yes, that is true.
It's technology. It's the same thing with, like, you can't be mad at, it's the same thing with like Batman and fucking Gotham City. Like, yes, Gotham City's a shithole, but half of the reason why it's a shithole is because of Wayne Enterprises. It's a fact. Because they control most of the city. So it's like, I don't know if I could let you do that.
I mean, it's just, I don't know if it worked for a Spider-Man story.
Is your face frozen?
No, Dean. I don't know if it worked for a Spider-Man story. Because they're going to do it again in the Armor Wars. We're getting a Disney Plus series about Iron Man's technology that was left behind after he died. And that's going to be starring Don Cheadle.
My man. My man.
Speaking of Don Cheadle, I wanted to actually ask you guys if you've seen the new Space Jam movie.
Hold on. We're not done with this topic. First.
With the what, Spider-Man?
Yeah, we're supposed to pick the best Spider-Man, bro. How you just jump from? We're not done. We still picking the best Spider-Man. We haven't.
We obviously all three have different opinions. Dean said he likes Toby. You obviously like Tom Holland, and I said Andrew Garfield.
I didn't say I like Tom Holland. I said he is the best Spider-Man. He is the most authentic Spider-Man. That's a fact.
I agree with you.
It's a fact. Why are you laughing?
And then I agreed with you. And then I told you that my personal favorite was Andrew Garfield. But then I agreed with you that Tom Holland was the better Spider-Man.
I feel you, but pause. Andrew Garfield was too sexy to be Spider-Man.
Because this was the amazing Spider-Man.
He was amazing.
He was supposed to be amazing.
He was amazing in all factors.
He was amazing. Yo, nostalgia is kicking niggas' ass, bro.
Look, man, I don't know why.
It was trash.
When my man Toby ripped off the Venom, when my man Toby ripped off that Venom shit, bro.
That was Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
It was still Toby. It was Toby. He did that. He brought that to you, nigga.
To me?
he brought that shit to you.
To me, he was the worst Spider-Man. I didn't believe it. I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
I didn't believe it. Only because the main reason was because his Spider-Man wasn't like as confident as the Amazing Spider-Man or Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like Andrew's Spider-Man might have been the most confident Spider-Man. Like I said, a nigga was hella sexy. Pause. So it's like, you know.
Before you say he looked too good, now you say he hella sexy.
No, this is the second time I said that.
You didn't say hella sexy.
My sexuality, my
You ain't say hella sexy before.
We need to break gender norms and call men sexy if they sexy. Yeah, niggas is quiet now. Look. Niggas is quiet now. Look.
It's not because I'm not comfortable. It's just that I don't even have the time to give niggas that much credit.
Oh my God.
I ain't got the time to tell a nigga all that.
Stupid.
So look, Juice, I'll give you one better. I think the best interpretation of Spider-Man and Peter Parker was Christopher Daniel Barnes. He's like, don't know who that is.
I really don't.
So Christopher
Chad Michael
Barnes.
Murray, my nigga. Who?
No, Chad
Michael Murray.
So he's an actor.
What's his name? Christopher who?
Christopher Daniel Barnes. So Christopher Barnes was actually an actor from the Brady Bunch who went on to voice Peter Parker and Spider-Man in the 90s animated Spider-Man cartoon. So he was the guy that voiced that version of Spider-Man. So he was the voice actor there.
Man, Spider-Man was better.
And I really enjoyed the animated series from the 90s.
That's the Spider-Man that they be making to me where they're like,
no, that's like
one?
no,
That's
that's like the original one. I don't remember how old that one is.
I think I do remember this one though. Like
that one might have been from the 60s or something.
I remember the Spider-Man, the animated series. This one was good. I will not say that. This shit was good.
Yeah, that was from the other one with the pointing meme. That's from the 60s. The Spider-Man it's an old Spider-Man cartoon.
That's not the one you're talking about from WB?
What?
No, this one they played on like Fox Kids.
Fox
Kids, not WB.
Disney, and then on Disney XD.
I know which one you're talking about for sure.
Yeah. So this was my favorite like version of Spider-Man. I grew up with that cartoon. That was a really fun time. They had a lot of real iconic moments in Spider-Man history. That one.
Watch this. Where they got this shit at?
They got it on Disney Plus.
Oh, your boy has that. Okay.
That is an awesome rewatch, by the way. You'll really appreciate that. Yeah, when you watch it in chronological order like that, it tells an awesome story.
I'll watch Spider-Man it. That sounds fun.
Friends. You don't get the
Why are you looking at all of the Spider-Man cartoons?
Nah, I'm just looking at like chronologically.
Oh, like what came out?
Yeah, Spider-Man. I remember Spider-Man, the new animated series. Shit was trash. Only had one season. And then the best Spider-Man, the Spectacular Spider-Man. That's the one I love. Ooh. The theme song enough. Spectacular Spider-Man. That shit was fire.
That was it?
It was more. I only gave you a little bit because that's free.
Just the teaser, you know. I thought you didn't like teasers.
No, but I gave y'all something. See?
You gave me a song.
Voice, bitch.
You gave us your voice, you said?
But you were talking about, you mentioned Space Jam. I have not
Space Jam. Don Cheadle, starring Don Cheadle.
You saw it? You saw it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Rated from 1 to 10. Be honest. Don't do the whole pussyfooting. I want to be neutral. Be honest. Don't be neutral.
How do I ever just choose to be neutral? And you can't choose to be neutral on a 1 to 10 scale. You just give your scale. No neutral scale.
No, niggas be like, yo, man, because of nostalgia, I'm going to give it a 7.
If I'm you want me to judge it as a movie.
I want you to judge it
as a movie.
As a movie.
Like a movie, bro. I mean, maybe like a 6, strong 6. As a movie, okay, you want me to say a solid.
Hey, yo, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels.
He said strong.
Ask.
Yeah, like he's questioning the positivity.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why. I mean, it just didn't hold a lot of weight, and that's what's kicking my cheeks, bro. So I'm thinking 5.5, 6. Like I'm in that realm. Like that's where I'm keeping it.
That's just
low key.
Okay.
It's not. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. It was just like I said. It didn't hold weight. Like it didn't do enough. Like I like the gaming concept. I like that they added that, but it just seemed like a cool twist to add to this new era of shit. Like now we got gaming and all this extra shit. So it's just like I guess I got the concept of it being like a newer age Space Jam, but as a movie, I really enjoyed Don Cheadle.
Of course,
besides him,
actor in there.
Yeah, besides him, it was whatever movie. It was whatever.
Okay, so, John, what'd you think about it? Scale of 1 to 10.
Yo. You definitely could have been thinking of your skill, wow.
Dead ass.
I didn't really enjoy this movie at all. There were
John is finally gonna be negative.
There were parts of the movie. There were parts of the movie that I did find funny. Like there were some jokes that I did laugh at. I did like the animation in the movie. It's top quality. It looks really great. And I liked some of the ideas that they worked with, like what Dean was talking about, like the idea of making things a video game so that it makes a little bit of sense. Was really interesting. I think on paper, the idea of LeBron's son not wanting to play basketball but to design video games is a great concept.
That's a cool.
It is a cool storyline and it's a really cool plot. And it could have been executed better.
It's because they're not actors, but
the kid was, right. I don't think that's his son.
No, that's not his real son.
The kid's an actor. The kid didn't do a terrible job.
No, he wasn't bad. He
wasn't bad. Acting in commercials. That don't count.
It's you know, like I have such a deep attachment to the original film. You know, like it did a lot for me.
Can we talk about the original film after we talk about this?
I mean, you kind of have to talk about them together. Yeah. Like the original film did so much for me. Got me into just, you know, like basketball, sneakers in general, hip hop and R&B, because although I didn't own the movie, my mom purchased me the soundtrack on a cassette tape. And I had my little cassette player with my headphones, and I listened to that soundtrack on repeat all the time. Side A, flip it over. Side B, that's it. We flipping it back. Side A.
Honestly, there's not too many soundtracks that are better than that soundtrack. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, it's heralded as a movie that had a really awesome soundtrack. So that got me into
the era. Sorry to cut you off, but that was in the era of when, you know, soundtracks were like good. Not to say that there aren't good soundtracks now. The Black Panther soundtrack was really good.
That was also a really good soundtrack.
It's very, very hard to find a soundtrack where from beginning to end, it's complete.
Usually stuff like that, like the only company I think that really cares a lot about the soundtrack is Disney, because they make a fuck ton of money off of their original soundtracks that they put together for those movies.
Yeah, I was excluding Disney in my when I was talking about soundtracks, because it's like, you know,
that it's just it's hard to leave them out, because it's like you look at movie soundtracks, you're gonna see a fuck ton of Disney.
No, but the reason why I wanted to leave them out is because it's just like Disney movies are musicals, so it's like
to a certain degree they are. Yeah,
so it's like I'm not gonna count, like, I don't know how to explain this. Really.
Frozen.
I'm not gonna compare a Broadway show to a movie. You know, it's like
they turn Broadway shows into movies.
Yeah, that's not a good. They should
even keep the musical aspect to it.
They should stop doing that.
Yeah, but sometimes they're fun.
But it's my turn now. That should get. Wait, did you rate it?
No, because I was just telling you I didn't like the movie.
So can you give us a number between 1 and 10, please?
I don't know, maybe a 4.
Okay, thank you. I fell asleep halfway through the movie. Woke up and LeBron was dunking on top of Don Cheadle and everybody else. Excuse me. I give the movie a 2.
No, but you didn't even finish it. We had this argument with Endgame.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good to me. And I think it's because, you know, bias. The first one was our childhood. That shit was everything. Everybody, like, and I was watching it with a group of people, and my boy, he said something to me that really, really stuck with me as I was watching the movie and as I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Space Jam, the first one, made me want to be like Mike. And maybe it's because I'm not a kid anymore, but watching this one, I couldn't see how a kid would want to be like LeBron. And that's no shade to LeBron. Like,
it's just the movie.
Yeah, the movie does a bad job at doing that.
Yeah, that's
see, the major differences here are that the way they structure the story is completely different. You root for Michael Jordan in the first movie, and you're not necessarily rooting for LeBron James in this movie. You're just kind of hoping it all works out. But they don't really make LeBron James like a super likable character. So like in the first movie, Michael Jordan, of his own free will, decides that he wants to help the Looney Tunes with an issue that they are having because they ask him for help.
No.
They dragged him in there and said, look, we have a basketball game that we got to play. Will you help us? And when he meets the Monstars and they basically tried to punk his ass, he was like, nah, fuck that. We playing basketball. Because
niggas started dribbling the ball in golf shoes.
When Stan comes, the fat white guy, when Stan comes down, he was like, oh, you have baseball practice. You got to come. He's like, I'm helping my friends with their basketball game. He said, nah, I'm staying here. I'm gonna play the fucking basketball game. That was his choice. You know, like
and this one, LeBron, it wasn't
his choice, but he didn't even want to play basketball with the Looney Tunes. He was talking about getting King Kong on his team.
Oh yeah, true. When they went around to go,
Bugs Bunny's the one that said, "Nah, I'm gonna recruit. I'm gonna recruit all the freaking he wanted Superman and King Kong and all these WWE characters to fucking play basketball with."
Look, bro. It was like the Cavs all over again, bro. He want this person, that person, that person. Nobody want to come to the Toon Squad.
So that's how they decide to push the story along, and Don Cheadle's algorithm or algorithm was
algorithm was
that was
crazy.
Probably the best part of the movie.
Was it named algorithm?
Algorithm. I was like,
ooh, tough.
Hey,
algorithm.
I woke up. I was like, hey,
that's a name. That's a name.
But yeah, I don't know, bro.
But like the story of him being rejected by LeBron, and then was just like, I'm gonna just fuck with you because you rejected me. I mean, okay.
Like I said, bro.
Okay.
It gets a
Let's
3.
watch the movie.
I gave it a 3.
I guess we'll watch the movie. He said you rejected me, so now I'm gonna fuck your life up, bro. He threatened to delete everything and then keep everybody in the world that he created, son. He said, "Oh yeah, all these Looney Tunes niggas dead. All y'all trapped here." And yeah, I'm doing all this because he doesn't like my idea.
I control the game. I make the rules. I'm gonna dunk on LeBron, and there's nothing he can do. Putting my sack in his face. I'm dunking. I'm dunking over LeBron James, and there's nothing he can do about it. That's what they did for the movie. Like, so
the movie was damn near impossible.
And then on top of that, the entire movie overly pushes LeBron James's status in your face. You know, they're constantly like, this is King James. He's the king. The King James is gonna fucking do this and do that. And it's like, they do the your airness comments in the first Space Jam, but there is no emphasis that Michael Jordan is the best. Like, everybody just has a consensus that they all knew that Michael Jordan was a phenomenal basketball player, and that's the reason why he's here to help us out in the first place. So why are they constantly like, I guess overhyping
meat sandwich? That's what they're doing, bro. I forgot all about that, but I told Amy too, like, am I watching Space Jam or this is a Bron documentary, bro? Like, what's really going on?
There's so much emphasis on LeBron James and not about like the story. And I guess he has some kind of character development, right? But like Space Jam was so cool because they actually fit.
The fact that he wanted his son to play basketball, and
he accepted his son being his own person.
he accepted the fact that his son wanted to do him.
Yeah,
you're the basketball player. I don't want to be a basketball.
It's a 2 now.
It's a 2 now.
It's a 2. So, but like, here's what I loved about the original Space Jam. Also, they fit that shit into Michael Jordan's real life. They wrote the story where it fits into his actual life. Like when he returned to basketball after he had retired to play baseball.
Well, no, the movie started out him retiring.
Him retiring. And then it was while he was playing baseball, Space Jam happens. Yeah. And then he was telling Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing and everybody, they were like, yo, why don't you play? And he was like, all right. And then they show the scene where he returns to the Chicago Bulls at the end of the movie. They show the actual footage.
All right, so let's rate the first Space Jam.
The first Space Jam as a movie is great. It's a lot of fun, and it's actually the first movie that my daughter sat through that wasn't Frozen. That she was like, "Oh, this was great. This was a great movie." She saw the first one, and she hasn't seen the second one yet. So I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Please,
but she saw the first one.
Don't show her.
And she absolutely loved it. So that means that the first one is definitely, up there in the rating. I would say, if it's not like an 8.5, maybe a 9.
Okay, I was waiting for the number because I know you take long to get to.
He always just wants number. That's not conversation.
No, I know.
That's
we're gonna have the conversation.
That's not potting, bro.
But that's not potting. No, we're gonna have the conversation. I just want to hear the number. Dean.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I didn't rewatch it before this new one. Y'all kind of just refreshed my memory on it, just talking about it.
Okay. I give it like a 6.
The original?
The original one is a 6.
Okay.
Well, yes, it is funny and it's fun to watch. And it's like I said, that's going to be the name of this episode. Nostalgia kicking your ass, because that movie is not as good as we think it is. Michael Jordan, yes, he's a basketball player. He's not an actor. I get it. But his acting, I've recently watched the movie and I was struggling to watch it because Michael Jordan was just so bad at what he was doing. Like he shouldn't have gone down that hole. He should have just continued to play baseball, because that acting, that shit, no, I wasn't with it.
You're not with but people who aren't actors acting.
No, if you're gonna step into the acting ring, do it well. That's all I'm saying. It's the same thing as like if what do you call it? When Conor McGregor wanted to box Mayweather. It's like, are you sure? You know who that guy is? You know who he is, right? He hasn't lost ever. And you think you can give him his first L? Someone that is a mixed martial artist and usually uses grapples and kicks to stand up fight somebody? You're not like that, bro.
You're not like that.
And even what's his name? The other dude, Jake and the Jake Paul and
the
all
Paul
that.
brothers.
Yeah, the Paul brothers. Yeah, they may be able to, fight a little bit, but they can't fight with a professional fighter. No, they'll get their ass served on a silver plate. Straight up to them. You feel me? So it's like, and that may be, just me being a dick, but I feel like if you're going to come into this, you gotta take classes.
You better know what's up.
This shit serious, because you want it to be enjoyable for the characters. And I feel like at that time, it was Michael Jordan doing a movie. He was the first basketball player superstar basketball player to do a major movie like that. So people are gonna see the box office, the soundtrack.
Oh no, Shaq was in movies. Come on, man. You don't remember Steel?
Oh, the Genie wasn't he a Genie?
Shaquille O'Neal, and he was Shazam. He was in Shazam, and he was in Steel. Shaquille O'Neal is Steel.
Yeah, but them shits wasn't Space Jam. That's my point.
Yeah, but Shaquille O'Neal
and I'm sure his acting, I haven't seen those movies, but I'm sure his acting was better than Michael Jordan.
They're bigger.
I mean, he still appears in movies every now and then.
He be in commercials. He's on TV talking and as an analyst and shit like that. So I feel like he would have done a better job as an actor than Michael Jordan. But I don't want to keep shitting on it because it is nostalgia, even though it's kicking your ass. I love the movie. I'm going to show my kids that movie. If I have kids,
you should. Movie. It still slaps. Because they still enjoy it.
And I also think it's, this Space Jam movie, I don't think was made for us.
I think it was specifically made for us. There's a lot of references in this new movie that are not for kids.
Yeah, but
they're not.
Yeah, but those characters were in the movie for like 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah, but the kids aren't gonna get those jokes.
Yeah, but
they're not gonna get any of it.
Like
they're not gonna understand the
only
Game
joke
of Thrones references, the Matrix references.
That was
These
dope.
kids haven't watched them. Yeah, but the Matrix, the first Matrix, which is where they got those jokes from, is from 1997.
Word.
That's the first Matrix. 1997.
All right.
It's for us. It's not for them. It's
a one now.
It's a one now.
It's a one.
It's a one now.
Like a lot of the references. There's a Rick and Morty reference in this movie. It's not geared towards kids. There's kids, that they know about Rick and Morty, but Rick and Morty's not a children's show.
Bro, you was watching South Park as a child. Was that?
And it's not a children's show.
My point exactly. Kids is gonna watch whatever they're gonna watch.
They're gonna watch what they're gonna watch. But if you're putting out a product that's aimed at children, you shouldn't have references to adult media. The Game of Thrones references.
Kids know about Game of Thrones.
And Game of Thrones is not a show that kids should be watching. That's all I'm saying,
bro. But if the parents are not gonna put the parental lock on the channels, who am I to stop them?
Game of Thrones is a bloody medieval porno.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of dicks and boobs in that show.
There's a lot of full frontal nudity happening.
Full front.
Frontal nudity.
Yeah, no, they show the whole thing, bro.
They show everything. And it'd be like the whole scene because the characters are conversing. Buck ass naked.
Sometimes they be just talking, bro.
Just talking to each other. It seems as though your cattle is mixing with my niggas beef just out.
Yeah.
I beg to differ, Squire. My niggas swinging me.
Yeah, did you just watch that episode, bro? Did you just
No,
that was
point. I didn't know you started watching Game of Thrones, bro. We could have watched it together.
Man,
that's crazy.
That's cool.
We probably could.
Watching Game of Thrones. Yeah, bro. So like, I mean, I get it, right? Cool, iconic franchises that belong to Warner Brothers that they want to show off in the movie because it's their way of getting free advertisement that you paid to watch the movie some way, some form, whether you had a subscription to HBO or you went to the movies and you bought it and you got flashed all those characters and it made you think of Batman and it made you think of Harry Potter and then made you think of Rick and Morty, and then made you think of all these fucking franchises and movies and the Matrix and everything that WB has, which is great. They got the free advertising. But a lot of that shit is geared towards us. This movie wasn't made for kids. So it didn't even need to be kid friendly. Like they could have made that movie like an adult movie. Like that could have been an adult movie. They could have been cursed. Yeah. LeBron could have been cursing at Bugs Bunny like, Bugs, what the fuck? Like, I told you I wanted King motherfucking Kong on my team. What am I gonna do with Daffy Duck?
Motherfucking. Fuck am I gonna do with Daffy Duck? Just like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have. I don't know. The movie. They might as well have done that. The movie just wasn't what it should have been or could have been, and you know, the first one is just so much better in comparison.
So much better, bro. So
much better in comparison. You should rewatch it again, Dean. It's on HBO.
I definitely should, but I didn't even have to rewatch it to know that. Cause I'm like, bro, just from knowing what I know of it, it was more of something to watch. Like I was actually like,
it's entertaining and it's genuinely funny. Like the Looney Tunes comedy is much funnier in the first ones. Like the second one is so corny that LeBron James asked Bugs Bunny to not be loony. Up until the end of the movie where he was like, you know what, Bugs? Be loony.
Be loony.
Be loony.
Sometimes I gotta let y'all do y'all.
It's a zero.
Remember?
You gotta do.
It's a zero.
They're like, we're trying, LeBron, to be like you.
We're trying to be like you.
We'll be like you. He's like, but I should be.
But I'm the only me.
But only
I could be me. He had to listen to a cartoon rabbit say that shit.
I'm so mad, bro. That was the realization. Like that was the whole thing.
That was the light bulb.
Damn, yo.
He looked at his oversized hands and was like, "Damn, I'm me, son."
Fuck.
That was probably.
He said, "I'm me, son.
I'm me, son." Like that's crazy.
You know? I can't be nobody else. Only y'all can be you.
And
be loony. Be loony, guys.
Like that's how fucking whack the plot for that movie was in order for the plot to work, they had to keep the Looney Tunes characters from doing loony, wacky shit. For the movie to be good, you had to keep the Looney Tunes.
The movie, not for it to be
for
good,
them to make for them to use the story that they wanted to use, for them to tell you the story they wanted to tell you. The Looney Tunes couldn't be wacky.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a good ass night's rest tonight because I'm gonna put the Space Jam movie on. And I'm a fucking sleep like that shit's a motherfucking lullaby, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, that was probably one of the best naps I've ever had.
If I describe the plot of the movie to you without telling you what like happens in the movie, you'd be like, "Wow, this new Space Jam movie sounds like a good movie. It sounds like it's going to be a really
once you say
rewarding story."
Once you say, "Oh, LeBron doesn't want his son to be a techie. He wants him to play basketball. But eventually, he gets over that and allows his son
to be himself
because he had to tell Bugs Bunny to be loony. That's how he got to there.
Yeah.
Oh, this movie sucks, bro. That movie.
And then
sucks.
at the end, Bugs Bunny just appears in the real world, and he's next to him, and he's just like, "Yo." He's like, "How'd you get here?" And he's like, "We're all here, bro." And he's like, "Word." And the credits roll.
That nigga is still in the Matrix.
He said, "We all here, bro."
I'm not even joking.
In the Matrix.
Not even joking. I'm not joking. He said, "We're all here."
I know, bro. Niggas was in LeBron's pool
taking
and
selfies. They were hanging out at his house. they were taking selfies by the pool. He's right.
Regular animated characters in California walking the streets.
We have too much time on this shitty ass movie. So, all right, I don't have.
I think that's it for today. We should end it on Space Jam.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Did you, D? You don't know what we usually do because we're trying to highlight more Black and people of color creators, POC creators.
Also, video games that you come across that may have like a person of color as the main character.
Yeah. Or a significant character or anything like that, just to highlight them so that, we can either get more people to watch it or
support the Black.
Watch it, play it, support, Black shit, man. Black arts, people of color arts, Hispanic. Everybody, bro, because they don't like to support us, so we gotta support us. So mine for this week is I don't have a producer or video game analyst or anything like that, like I had last week. But I have a video game character. So I was reading this article on IGN about the 9 greatest Black video game characters, and one character on this list really stood out to me. It is Carl C.J. Johnson from GTA San Andreas.
That's who you want to highlight, CJ?
That's who I want to highlight today.
CJ.
The fact that
here we go again.
The fact that he made this list shows that he deserves. I mean, everybody knows who he is. Yeah. But I want to highlight him again because, the next time we're getting a Grand Theft Auto game, my kids will have kids. So
shit.
We might as well highlight him now. But yeah, CJ, he was that nigga, man. What else can I say that he hasn't already said himself? They say that he is one of the most mild-mannered protagonists of Grand Theft Auto series history. And his crew was full of Black people, which was cool. No, because the last Grand Theft Auto, it was a Black guy and 2 white men. One was a mob guy, or he looked like a mob guy, and the other one was a dirty crankhead. So yeah, he was doing that, bro. He was a meth head, actually. Yeah, so he is my pick. I don't have too much to say about him, but I want to highlight Carl C.J. Johnson from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So
okay.
Cool. So I stumbled across something recently. I had originally seen the trailer for this game, so I'm going to highlight an actual game itself. So this game,
black protagonist.
The protagonist is a person of color. They're not black.
Oh, okay.
But they're a person of color. So this game was originally a Switch exclusive for the first year that it came out. So I saw the trailer and I saw some gameplay of it when it was released for the Switch. And it just recently went to other platforms. And if you're subscribed to Game Pass on Xbox, it is now available on Game Pass. So I have downloaded Raji, an ancient epic, which is an Indian action adventure video game developed by Nodding Heads Games based in India. So basically this game you play as like an 11-year-old Indian girl who's on a quest to save her little brother who was kidnapped by demons. So it's like through this journey, she receives power-ups like Kratos from Indian gods in the same style that Kratos gets his powers from Greek gods.
Okay.
So, and everything, like the voice acting are all, authentic Indian actors. It's not anybody doing like an accent or something like that. It's all Indian people involved in the production of the game.
English?
Yeah, they're speaking in English. So right now Sirmata's playing this one. But I'm learning about it and observing the gameplay and just kind of going along for the ride. I just thought it was interesting to highlight it.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. If you could compare the game, you've played it or?
I've watched the gameplay.
Okay, so could you compare what a game that, like, just so the people who are listening and us, we can kind of get a feel of what kind of game.
All right, so the last game that I played that reminds me of this game was Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
You're gonna have to do better than that. Papa.
So only because I haven't played it. I don't really know.
It's hard to describe.
It's like storyboard. You like
you can even go back.
It's like so you're moving in a 3-dimensional space, but like it's kind of like 2-dimensional gameplay. Like it's asymmetrical style of gaming. So like it's not like you don't have control of the camera. The camera's kind of like overhead a little bit, like at an angle. And you basically move around the board. You attack enemies. Then you progress through the map, basically. Okay. It's like you progress through the area. So it's pretty linear. But it's like an action adventure game. There's going to be obstacles, probably puzzles here and there you have to solve and stuff like that.
Like Jack and Daxter.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. But in Jack and Daxter, you have more of the 3-dimensional stuff. So you can move the camera, and you can like do just different things. But that's basically all it is. It's an adventure game that reminds me of Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Okay. Right.
But this one looks interesting. It looks very culturally enriching.
All right. I like it. Play the game. Let me know how it is. And I recently just canceled my Game Pass because I haven't really been playing Xbox too much. So it doesn't make sense to be paying it.
When you got stuff to play, that's when you jump back on.
Facts.
Nothing wrong with that.
Facts.
Can I highlight a person who's in a black cartoon? Like it's not somebody who made it, but it's just a cartoon. Like I feel like he deserves.
Is this a new cartoon?
Nah, well he appeared in Invincible, but I want to kind of just give him his kudos. Principal Winslow, who happened to make it from not only reality TV but animated TV as well, and still on and strong, with his values. I just think Carl Winslow just yeah. I want to give it up one time for Carl Winslow.
Space and time.
Yeah, you gotta really think about it. He was that man.
This nigga is
Family Matters 90s was the bop, you know what I mean? No. But now 2020, he comes back harder, more different than ever.
What's really funny is I was just watching a documentary last night, actually, about it's a part of a film series on Netflix called The Movies That Made Us, where they look at like iconic films in film history, and they'll just kind of dive into that movie's production. And we were watching Die Hard, and the actor that plays Carl Winslow is the cop in Die Hard.
Really? I've never seen that movie.
With Bruce Willis. That Die Hard movie series is awesome. You should watch it.
Yeah.
So he's the cop that's that's working with Bruce Willis's character, trying to help him save the day. And they were interviewing him, like today, modern day. It's just it's crazy just to see how much older he's gotten.
They're interviewing Carl Winslow.
They interviewed him for this little documentary about Die Hard.
He would have shit his pants if you seen that shit.
Bro, I'm about to shit around that. So hearing that it exists.
But it is, I don't know. It's just funny. I think he's a good actor. He should have had more roles. They should have had him involved in more projects.
They never want to do it for the ones that really hold value. They want to promote these young cats. The Micheal B Jordan.
Micheal B Jordan.
Fucking,
wait, you wanted Carl Winslow to be fucking Black Killmonger? Are you crazy?
Carl Winslow with him? Nah, I mean not, bro. Shut the hell up. R.I.P. to one of the greatest.
Terrible.
Nah, but I'll tell you what though. Black Panther would have had a tough time, all right, if Carl Winslow
He would have showed him how they do it in
Chicago.
Chicago.
This nigga's talking some shit. Yo, what animes are you watching right now, John?
Catching up on My Hero as usual. Yeah, My Hero as usual. Caught up on the Bad Batch as usual. Okay. And then I have to rewatch it. And we could talk about it next episode maybe. But Netflix also just put out the third and final part of a trilogy that they did of an animated Transformers series called The War for Cybertron. So I watched the first two seasons. They call them chapters.
Max, man.
Yeah, so I watched the first two seasons of Transformers War for Cybertron. The third one is called Kingdom. That one came out. I saw it, but I saw it in the barber shop, so that means I didn't really see it. I just kind of listened to it here and there. And I got to watch it again because I missed a whole lot of shit. But from what I did get to experience, it was very interesting, and I want to rewatch it so I can get all the details on it. But that was pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week is rewatching that.
Any video games?
I restarted because I had lost my save data. Well, I never made a save data. So I restarted Bug Fables that I was playing on the PC. I also decided to download a shooting game just to kind of see how my gaming laptop does with the shooting game. But I didn't want to play anything online. So I decided to download the first Wolfenstein to my laptop. So I'm going to play Wolfenstein because who doesn't like to shoot Nazis? And
yeah, man, them niggas gotta go.
So we're gonna go on fantasy bug adventures, and we're gonna shoot Nazis on my gaming laptop. And then I was playing a little bit more of Destroy All Humans, just because I'm getting closer and closer to the end of the game, and I keep thinking I'm finishing the game, but there's just more shit to do. So I have made a little bit of progress there. And that's about it.
Okay.
That's everything.
Dean, what shows are you watching at the moment?
I'm still watching High Rise Invasion. I forgot that I was even watching that.
That's cool. I didn't hear about that.
Huh?
High Rise Invasion?
I didn't hear about that.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's cool.
I watched the first episode. It was all right.
Yeah, the first episode, you got to get past that. The first episode is not going to hook you. But if you're looking for something to hook you around the first couple, this ain't it. This guy, you got to, like, watch that. Like, you got to be, like, kind of invested. Not too heavily. Like, it'll catch you. It caught my interest in the beginning. But, yeah, it's something you got to just keep on to. Like I said, I stopped watching it. I forgot I was watching it. But I'm going to keep going because I didn't dislike it.
The concept is cool, though.
Concept is cool.
I think
definitely cool.
I think it's an isekai, but I'm not sure.
I would even know. No,
it's like the genre of. So it's like you're transported to another world. That's
okay.
Isekai is. So I think it is because they were transported to a world where you can only walk on the rooftop. You can't walk on the ground. And if you see another person, they're most likely trying to kill you. So you have to kill them.
The ones with the mask, yeah, it's a difficult concept, but not too bad. You could definitely watch it and get a good feel.
And this is a live action or animation?
Animation.
It's an anime.
100%.
This is the anime?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a Netflix anime.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a 1 season, John?
So far.
I think so. Yeah.
Like what, 8 episodes, 10 episodes?
Nah, it's more than that. Maybe about 15. I'll check for you right now because I came on Netflix to see what I was watching. There's another one called Darwin's Game. I didn't watch it yet, but it definitely looked interesting when I came across it. So I might start that.
Word.
Yeah. I can't. Where is that stuff I'm looking for? Trending now? No. Continue watching. Yep. Hold on. I got you right now, John. I'm on episode 11, so which means that there's probably... Hold on. Oh, there's not too much left. I probably did finish episodes? It. Nah, yeah, there's probably like 12 episodes. I'm almost about to finish. I only had like an episode. I don't know why I stopped.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like a 12 episode. That's like a 12
episode John.
Length for a 1 season run. Mm-hmm. Not too bad.
Besides that, I jumped into Boruto again, like from episode 130.
Boruto, okay.
Yeah, you know how Boruto is, but I only jumped on it because, it starts getting hot, so I got to it when I just needed a little bit of information, and then we're going to get into the spicy shit. So that's where I'm at with animes and stuff.
Cool. Any games that you've been playing or nothing at the moment?
Not too much. No? Not, yeah. Oh, I put Ugo on to... Oh, sorry. I don't know if he goes by that or Macky on this. But,
motherfucker.
I told Macky about this Harley Quinn show I think you should watch too, John.
On HBO?
Yeah, that shit is so funny, bro.
I want to start that one. I know that it's not for kids, so I can't watch it.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah.
Can't watch it when the young one is out and about.
Yeah, you gotta watch that on your phone and your privacy, on your whatever.
That shit is. It's really funny.
It's mad funny, and it is to the book. Like, I think most of the, everything that they're saying is pretty like.
I feel like it's
DC.
accurate.
Accurate. What I mean.
I'm not like too well versed on Harley Quinn's story like that, but for the most part. She obviously dates the Joker. She eventually breaks up with the Joker for real. And I think this is like right before she joins the Suicide Squad. So it's like that. Because when she's on the Suicide Squad,
her building
she's
her
no
rep.
longer, huh?
Yeah. It's like her building her rep.
Yeah.
At least season 1 is.
Yeah, basically. It's really good though.
That's dope. Yeah, I'll give it a watch. I wanted to see it anyway, so you guys are telling me it's good. It gives me more incentive.
It's good.
It's definitely worth it.
Is that it? Do you know?
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm capping it there.
Okay.
Bueno.
For me, I am watching My Hero. I'm like an episode behind.
Oh, same. Sorry. I didn't catch up, though. I need to catch up.
It's okay. You can.
I'm like an episode or 2 behind. And that's only because I'm watching it dubbed.
Yeah, so you're waiting for the dub to catch up.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like I'm only gonna be like when the sub is finished, 2 weeks later the dub will be finished. So
it's only a 2 episode run.
So I'm watching that. I'm watching One Piece, of course, all caught up. It's going crazy right now. One Piece,
crazy.
They about to fight. All right, so you guys don't watch One Piece, but I'll give you a little sneak peek. There's this dude. He's like the strongest dude in the world. So strong is like when I mean strong. He was so drunk, he wanted to kill himself. But he can't because he's so strong. So he went up a 1,000,000-foot mountain, fell off that shit, hit the ground. Damn, I ain't die. Got up and kept walking. That's exactly what happened. And Luffy's about to fight this nigga right now. That's what the story. This nigga fell from a mountain. Dusted himself, dust his shoulders off. You feel me? And Luffy is about to fight this.
Interesting.
It's gonna be lit
right now.
Sounds cool.
That I'm like an episode behind on the Bad Batch. I agree. That episode that you said was trash was really trash. I actually
not that it was trash, just that it was slow.
No, it was trash.
Kind of like
struggled watching. Like I stopped it mad times. Like when I was watching the Bad Batch, like to catch up to where they're at now, I did not pause it. I watched every single episode.
Yeah, you were locked in. There's a lot of action and stuff. Yeah,
that particular episode, trash.
The new one is good.
The next one, okay.
Yeah, the next one is really good. There's some crazy shit that goes down.
Bad Batch. I started Titans up again on HBO Max. Really, really good show. If you want to see adult Teen Titans Curse, it's good. It's live action though. What else am I watching? I said One Piece, My Hero, The Bad Batch. I watched one episode of The Monsters at Work. Wasn't for me, so I'm not going to return to it.
Don't do it.
And Tokyo Revengers. I got to watch the next episode today.
Right.
Really, really good anime. I've been telling John about it, Dean, but it's basically this kid. He's in a gang like when he was young, and he gets older and he has a shit job and a shitty apartment, and he almost gets hit by a train, but somebody saves him, and when they save him, he eventually goes back in time. And now his mission is to go back in time and save the girl that he was in love with when he was a teenager. I don't really like shit like that. But
you don't fall for love shit.
I don't really fall for the love shit like that. But like I said, he's in a gang. So there are fights. Niggas be fighting. Niggas be scrapping. Niggas be stabbing each other. Like where I was at, there was like a big gang fight and somebody just got stabbed. Somebody really important to the story just got stabbed. So anybody who's looking for something to watch, Tokyo Revengers is a show that you should watch.
That's anime. You said that's live, right?
No, that one is anime. That one's on Crunchyroll. They have it subbed and dubbed. I think they have only they don't have the first season subbed on Crunchyroll. They only have the second season. And they're like dubbing the first season now. So they're releasing it. And I think that's all I'm watching as far as like animated or like comic book shit is gone. I'm really just really waiting for Shaman King to drop. Oh,
word.
7 Deadly Sins. I watched like most of the 5th season. I was not impressed. I just watched it to like finish it, so I know what's in it, like how it ends.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like it. I felt like I watched it like last season already, so it was just weird rewatching it, or seeming like I was rewatching it, but it was new. I even had to ask my brother. I was like, bro, I feel like I've seen all this shit before. He's like, yeah, me too. I felt the same way, but no, this is new. We haven't seen this. So yeah, I think that's all I have been watching. As far as playing video games, just 2K right now. That's all I've really been playing. Like I said, I beat Mario Golf already, and I'm still trying to beat Mario Tennis. I'm like on the last 2 levels of Mario Tennis. It's a fucking bitch.
That game is tough. I can't play that game. I suck.
But yeah, I think that's it for me. Like,
there we go.
I need y'all niggas to start watching One Piece so I can talk to y'all niggas. Stop being pussy. I'll watch it with y'all. I will go back to episode 1 and watch it with y'all niggas. Danny's a fucking liar. I'm like, yo, bro. I'll watch Naruto Shippuden. I'll watch Naruto if you watch One Piece. I got all the way to episode 200 and something in Naruto. What episode did you get to in One Piece?
Like fucking 15.
The 20th episode. You see this?
Like that. I can't. No, I'm capping. Obviously, I
think he got up to like Fishman Island. That's where he got right after they got Nami, and now they're taking her.
Taking her. Nami was the first person they found. I got up to where they found.
No, Nami was not the first person they got. Look at you. The first person that was there was
Zoro. Right. But I got Nami. I got that
Zoro,
Usopp,
Nami, and Sanji, and Usopp. That's it.
No, I got the fucking reindeer looking shit too.
How did you get Chopper? How did you go to Drum Island?
That's when, that's when they had the snow bunnies and they was fighting them niggas.
So you got up to episode 80?
That's what I'm saying.
The next arc is you have to keep watching, bro. The next arc is crazy.
Oh shit. You always do this.
I always do this, bro. I got at least get up to episode 250 and then come and talk to me, bro. Please.
Because this is what you're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me to watch it, it's gonna get hot. And if I don't think it's hot, you're gonna say it's hot, then you're gonna make me watch it until it's hot. Then I'm like, it's hot. Then you're gonna be like,
I've been watching Naruto and it has not the only hot part was when they were fighting Pain. Everything else has been garbage. These niggas made me start to care about what's the fucking mist? The leader of the mist? What's that nigga's name? I forgot his name. Hanzo? I think that was his name. Hanzo.
Leader of the mist? I don't remember.
They tried to make me care about him. This is the nigga that was the reason why the Akatsuki was created. I'm supposed to feel sorry for this bastard? Fuck out of here, man.
Huh? You mean Danzo?
No. The dude, the leader of the mist. The dude from the dude shit up. Who hold on. I'm gonna tell you right.
Leader of the mist, Hanzo. I hate
not the mist. Rain? Was it Rain?
He had the mask?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's not the reason why the Akatsuki was created, though, was he?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
How?
Because his village is where the Akatsuki was created. What are you talking about?
But he's not the reason why
the leader of the Akatsuki, Nagato, is from that village. What are you talking about?
That doesn't mean that he's the reason. You said the leader of the mist was the reason why the Akatsuki was made.
Yes.
What was his reason for creating? He didn't
because them niggas was in the slums. They was slumming it. They were fucking impoverished. That nigga was over there eating everything.
That nigga, the nigga who created the Akatsuki was what's his name? Obito.
Yeah,
Obito created the Akatsuki because
he didn't create the Akatsuki.
He wanted to resurrect the main shorty with all this chakra shit, so I guess that he can bring back somebody who died through chakra nature or some shit like that. And his objective was just solely to get this Johnny back to life. So
his name was
created.
Hanzo.
He got all.
His name was Hanzo.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm
who's Hanzo? Who are you talking about?
Hanzo is the leader of the mist.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, I don't think he's the reason why he created Akatsuki. Obito hooked all them niggas up with cloaks and jobs and told them niggas pretty much like, yo, we're gonna take over. We're gonna start our own thing. Everybody's gonna be able to live like ideally. And then he was trying to just really fuck shit up.
That shit started because of that.
He promised everybody that perfect peace or perfect life because when that tree comes,
until niggas tell me how exactly the best shinobi died in a battle, that show is trash.
Anyway.
But
he's not gonna give up on that.
This is the end of our episode. This episode is a lot longer than I thought it was going to.
Told you we can't commit. I told you we can't commit.
We had it at the space station and we started asking about the shits.
Yeah, it's because explaining what shows we're playing always takes a half hour to do. So
yeah, we gotta figure out how to make that shorter.
Yeah, we have to figure out.
We gotta figure it out. We gotta come up with a format and stick to it.
Like one hot one that you're watching and a recommendation. That's it.
Nah, I feel like we should just have the list ready. Because if we have a list ready, then we don't, and a list, and if it's a new game, then we have to explain it. Because that's usually what happens. But
yeah, we explain shit to each other.
That's what's the issue. Because we want the listeners to know what shows,
what it is we're working with. Yeah.
But this is it. This is the end. So Johnny B, take us
out of here, guys. Thank you once again. If you made it all the way to the end of the podcast and you're rocking with us and Mr. Dean Angelo here today.
My nigga, I'm not you, John Angelo. You trying to switch it at the end.
No, we're not.
We the Angelo brothers with this shit on.
The Angelo brothers.
We the Angelo brothers.
Terrible.
Nigga said we the Angelo brothers.
Put this shit on, bro.
Well, thank you guys for joining us again. We hope you had a good time. If you guys watched the new Space Jam movie and hated it as much as I did, drop a comment. Let us know. Shoot us a DM. As much as we did. Let's talk about it. Is Jews wrong here? Is Michael Jordan's acting that bad in the first Space Jam film?
Rewatch it.
Do you guys like the first one better than the second one? Let us know. Keep the conversation going and let us know what you guys are playing, what you guys are working on. And if anybody out there stumbles across anybody that is a game developer, game designer, main character in a video game or a TV show or anime that we haven't seen yet, let us know so we can highlight that there are these individuals and characters that are people of color, black, brown, doesn't really matter. Just people of color in general that we can provide some kind of highlight to. We're looking for more suggestions. So let's keep the conversations going. Reach out to us on all of our social medias, the Paradise Podcast social media. Everything is going to be down in the description below. If you are listening to this podcast on Anchor, you can use Anchor to send us a donation, and any monetary amount that you donate will be greatly appreciated and will be given back to you guys in the form of new and better content. So keep it tuned in, keep it locked, and we're going to catch you guys on the next one.
And that's it. Peace, niggas. Cheers.